brewers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. Today's beer is going to be some Greek beer. Two beers in one review, actually. It's going to be macro beers, though. It's going to be from the Mythos Breweries from Sindos, Greece, and the beers has actually only been brewed since 1997, so they're not that old, or at least, I think it was the red. But these are two beers given to me from my dad, who recently, in the summer vacation, went to Greece. And he bought me 4 beers, along with his shirt as well, this Metallica shirt. He bought me 4 beers, 2 macro ones, the Mythos, which is the Mythos, the standard Mythos beer, just called Mythos Hellenic Lager beer, and the Mythos Red. This is a premium lager, and the red is a Vienna lager. He bought me those two, along with 2 other beers from Greece, from a Greece craft brewery called the Ruthenian Brewery. The Ruthenian Blonde and Ruthenian Dark. And they only brew those 2 beers currently, and it's a very small brewery. But the beers for today is going to be these 2 macro beers, since I haven't done a macro beer in quite a long time. Both coming directly from Greece. The thing is that Mythos is now owned by the Carlsberg Brewery, and Carlsberg basically owns, an extreme amount of breweries, macro breweries in Europe. That's insane. Let's just get to it. Get to the first beer of the 2. The Mythos Hellenic Lager, the standard. It's a premium lager, as I said, on 5% alcohol by volume in a 33 centiliter bottle or 11.2 ounces. I'm going to be using the Graceland mug I usually use for big macro lagers. Kind of a cool label on there with a unicorn, but the bottle sort of turns me off. It's green. It's a green bottle. I'm expecting this to be skunky. I like the... Oh yeah. Yeah, that's skunky, but pretty cool Mythos cap there. Yeah, okay, that cap there just smells skunky like hell. And it's just out of the fridge, so it's pretty cold, as I usually drink my macro beer. But we'll see, maybe it's just the aroma that's skunky, but man, these green bottles usually skunk up pretty much. And that's just your basic lager colored beer, a premium lager. It's pale, it's straw yellow color, head is frothy, and wow, it smells skunky. It's 2 fingers, frothy white head, like a marshmallow head. Looks like it's sticking around for a little bit, and then just a lot of carbonation. But let's check out the aroma. Okay, it's dominated by skunk. Skunky, skunky, skunky. A very grainy aroma to it as well. Yeah, oh, it's really grainy. Not really any hops. It's a very weak aroma. Like that skunk, some graininess. Aroma, maybe a slightly grassy hoppy note, but it's very faint. There's mostly grains in this here. Nice thing though, it's not brewed with adjunct. It's brewed according to the German purity law, only with malted barley, hops, and yeast. It smells like your average European lager beer, so let's give it a taste. Yeah, the taste isn't really as skunky as the aroma. The aroma was skunky like hell, the taste isn't as much. Though it is not extreme tasting. You've got the body on it, let's start with that. The body on it is light, it is watery. It's got this type of cereal, type of grain taste to it, along with a lot of a graininess, just general grainy flavor. And then on top of that you get some of those slightly grassy hops, though it's not much at all. Slightly skunky in the flavor still, not as much in the aroma as in the aroma, but that's basically it. You don't get much taste in it. It is really refreshing though. I would imagine it would be nice on a hot summer's day, but it isn't a fantastic beer. It's definitely better than the beer I had from my sister brought me when she was in Italy. I don't even know if you remember the review, but when I reviewed the Birra Moretti, that was just, that was horrible. That was one of the worst beers I've ever had. But it's okay. Rating wise, I think I'll give this a 50. I mean, it's just an average European pale lager. It's drinkable. It's not that bad. Would I pick this up again? No, probably not. But I'll see you back with the Mythos Red. So guys, back with the Mythos Red, which is the Vienna lager of the bunch. It's on 5.5%, 0.5% higher alcohol content compared to the regular Mythos. This one I haven't seen around in Denmark, though I haven't seen the standard Mythos a lot of places. That's gonna be interesting, trying this Vienna lager instead. Maybe this will be better. And a thing I like, it's in a brown bottle. It's not in one of those green bottles, so this might not be skunky at all. Cap doesn't smell skunky. Look at that. That just goes to show how much the color of the bottle has to do with the beer getting skunky. Just kind of the same cap, just it says Mythos Red and not that unicorn logo on the cap. And on here is also the unicorn. It says Premium Red Beer. Premium quality, original brew, original Mythos Red, and then everything on the back is in Greek. But let's pour it into the Graceland mug and check out this Vienna lager. Yeah, that's way darker than the standard Mythos. Whoa, it looks like it has a bit more of a creamy looking head compared to the Mythos, standard Mythos. Yeah, the color, completely, but it's got that caramelly, brown, amber type of color with a just slightly beige head. I know, I'll say off-white actually. And it looks like the head sticks more around as one finger, but let's check out the aroma. Yeah, not skunky at all. Slightly caramelly. Wow, the aroma here is very, very faint. There isn't much aroma at all. There's like a graininess to it, and then a slight amount of like caramelly aroma to it. Wow, it's a faint aroma. Maybe some slightly floral note. Just slightly. But it isn't a big aroma at all. It is very, very muted and subdued. So let's just give the Mythos Red a taste. Yeah, that's much better. Though it's not fantastic. The flavor on here has definitely got that taste of a slightly caramelly flavor. The body on it is still light and very, very watery, but still quite refreshing. Yeah, the flavor has got a slightly alcoholic tasting flavor, which is quite strange because it's on 5.5% alcohol. On top of that, there is that caramelly maltiness to it, and then a lot of graininess as well. Yeah, and the floral note was just in the aroma. I don't taste any floral notes in here at all. It's mostly just a general malty presence. There isn't really any hops to it. There's maybe a slight grassy hops because it's got some bitterness. You can definitely taste some bitterness on your tongue, but especially because it's slightly dry as well. But it doesn't have much of a hoppy flavor to it. It is mostly that caramelly maltiness, along with some graininess as well. Yeah, and just a slight toasted note, but that's about it. It doesn't have much more flavor than that. It's definitely better than the standard Mythos, and I like that it's not skunky. This is probably one of the first ever Euro lagers I've had that hasn't been skunky at all, and that is just nice. Quite nice, but still, it doesn't really impress me that much. So rating-wise, I think I'm going to give this a 55. I think it's just slightly above average. Like if you compare this Vienna lager to Brooklyn lager, for example, or Samuel Adams, that's just way better Vienna lagers. But it's still okay. I mean, if you want to try any of the Mythos beers, try the Mythos Red if you can get it, because that's a bit better. But yeah, that's it for this dual beer review, or review of two beers. And I want to say thanks to my dad for bringing me the beers. And yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you think of the Mythos and Mythos Red if you've had them. Remember to subscribe, comment, and all that stuff, guys. And I'm going to say cheers, and I'll see you in another beer review.